abedwafo ye mama kwaba ereba proctro media so ene so insama egu apono so na mosomfo Chris DJH ene so minimo hia e won tentafide kase so se ne abribia mo so mo behunu ne etwagu e won tentafide kase so ene oman Ghana mu ene wiase afana nyina mesro se obe like video no waso na make comment na ode afa na abribia won sa akane ma so nkom e won tentafide kase so order for yanko insem so tetew honorable Kennedy Agyapong nsembia honorable Kennedy Agyapong CC anu nsem ohwiegu no it seems like say honorable Kennedy Agyapong am say nyame bie nani ama CC anu nyoma efri ni mu eba no nyoma ye benya so mfaso nko na CC papa no ohwehwe se oman Ghana yensa ebeka na nsema oka ense sombo bi na odebo Agric Minister so more debo Agric Minister ni nyina ne se adentina Agric Minister Agric form wo anase penifo mu wo oman Ghana yimu omuma Agric no anase farming no emboa oman no esan se oman bia mu no anka mse anka farming no esu ye den eboa oman no ema dwumadi bi omudi bia no etimi ekonanim esan se insure na obenom se wan pai kwan anko insure no ho a undu ho so what I say nyese ofri wa na wonum suo edwuma bi wo ho ansa obenum suo na wanum suo no se obedidi a edwuma waduana no ansa obedi a waye den wedi na ni nyina ne se oka cassava aye banchi ho nsensem eni enuane a ewo oman mu hwa a yenhwa so yie na nsama opanyini ekin ekira se opanyini no onimse onimde papa onim noma bia oka nsem bia honorable Kennedy Agyapong de bia obagina intentafide kase so ene oman Ghana mu TV stations and radio stations some obagina so kan ensama ano eyedi na onim de oka nti ina bibia so aya oka ba nipa bebre aya sometimes yenyina yente na se but in some papa na kan message say yanko ni nkotie nsema owura Kennedy Agyapong oka na eba de obia so re atom so message say se na bibia we no obe like video no so no make comment na their phone na bibia so kan ma so nko message say yanko mbra.
We've acquired about 125,000 acres. We've already planted or cultivated 30,000 feeding the plant. And what you can look, I always say, the youth of this country should listen to me, that cassava is more important than gold. So if we know the usage, we will not even degrade the lands because of gold. For one, we visited Thailand, Agric Ministry in Thailand. They line up the products that they use. They line up the products that they use cassava for, from biscuit, tapioca, starch, ethanol, flour, a lot of things. So with my plant, do you know that the cassava we produce, the starch we produce, you use it for drugs? All pharmaceutical industries, every drug they produce, there is starch in it. So the demand all over the world is so high that if we have about 300 cassava plant companies in Ghana, we'll have demand all over the world. We can use the same cassava flour. We can use the cassava for ethanol. We can use the cassava for the tapioca, your banku you eat, agbelema, and all those things. When you put them together, we can use cassava for 40 different products. Young man here, when you open, you can plant cassava. So I give them practical examples. We use the palm oil to produce frito oil, to produce soaps, even the byproduct of the husk. When you go to Benso, for instance, they use the husk to generate electricity. You see,
but honorable people would say we do not have the facilities, the industry, the processing factories to go through all these things.
That is what I'm saying. Okay. That agric mechanization and agro-processing.
Okay.
Agro-processing. That's why I use my starch plant as an example.
Okay.
That, we got 30,000 acres to feed the plant. And my estimation, first 18 months, we should build the factory. And the same first 18 months, you cannot get cassava to plant 30,000 acres a year. It will be in batches. So 6 months, you cut it. Another 6 months, you cut it. So by the time you complete about 40,000 acres, the plant is ready to feed the factory. So we are not going to go into agric without the agro-processing. Hell no, we are not going to do that.
Oh no, but there are people that would also argue that you have been in government for a very long time. So why did you not suggest these brilliant ideas that you have in your head to the government to actually?
I have suggested several policies, but because I'm just ordinary member of parliament, when I suggest that to the committee in parliament, the minister goes out there with his technical guys and he takes the advice and nothing. Let me give you one example. Two. When I first came to parliament in the year 2001, we took yam, myself and my partner, our company is called Supercare. We took it to Holland, a company called Grasso. They deal in air conditioning and storage facilities. So they cooked the yam, they tested it, and they realized the starch content in the yam is the same as potatoes. So if they can store potatoes for 8 months in Europe or US, then you can store yam for 8 months. They took us to about 6 farms, and all the farms have warehouses, and they are just blowers. This air conditioning, it will not blow cold, it will not blow hot. The temperature that the blowers give to the stored yam makes the yam feel like it's still in the earth. I told Kwashiga and the team when they came to Agri Committee, they didn't listen. Another example, say, why should we always import fish into this country? Because June, July, August, the bumper harvest, the fishermen will catch the fish. They have no place to store it. They throw it back into the sea. So we need cold stores. But my brother, you don't need a cold store without a blast freeze machine. You need a blast freeze machine where it will blast freeze the fish at a lower temperature, minus 41 degrees, for 24 hours. And before you move it into the cold store, minus 12, minus 14. If you cut the fish and you store it straight, put it into the cold store, it will not meet international standards. All these things I told them at the committee. Do you know what one of the technical guys said? Guy said, oh, we can smoke them. I said, Jesus Christ.
They can smoke the fish.
Yes.
That is a safer way to
and this is a technical guy advising Kwashiga, Minister of Agric. Can you imagine? So I've done a lot of things behind the scenes for us to change things. That is why I always do it for them to see that we can do it.
That is one of the reasons, because based on statement that you have